up close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, I would rather be, yeah. Broke, real, little rich. All in love with her. She just wanna be in VIP with her. Don't blame me, oh, bitch, shame me. Had to get it, how I got it, on my own 2 feet. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same, man. I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Dirty started, treat me like a stain, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah. On my hood, on my block, yeah. On my, I won't stop, yeah. Play with me, I'll let it, yeah. Halo on me, Saint Laurent, yeah. Got me with the school, keep one, move, yeah. You my little baby boo, yeah. I love you like my favorite color blue, girl. Real spill, yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features 2 quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Newton's Lions going up against Carson Wentz's Eagles.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. On first down, Wentz escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. They run with Ajayi. Ajayi, a first down and more. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Wentz now on first down. Smith catches left side. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Wentz on third down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
On play action, it's Wentz. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So out now come the Lions. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Newton now on second down. Ebron caught left side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They'll run again with Hunt. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. So the D-line's going to spread out. lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see him.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Vinny Curry. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, Newton. And he connects with Ebron. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Lions on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. Forced out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Barnett able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a J. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. The open man is Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They go play action here on first down. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Toss. This is Blunt. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They dump off underneath to Ajayi. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw, it's Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They run again with Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Newton to the right and complete to Galladay. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Newton now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. To throw on second down is Newton. They find some open field here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Newton now to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Michael Kendricks coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Here's Newton. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Ziggy Ansah. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Ajayi. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Hunt. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Cam Newton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And oh, it's blocked. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.